Welcome to the online optional practical training workshop by the Office of International Programs and Services at George Mason University. Unless specified otherwise, all information in this presentation refers to post-completion optional practical training. We will refer to it as OPT. In this presentation, we will guide you through the application process and each form in an effort to answer questions that you might have. The presentation is divided into modules, and you must complete a short quiz at the end of each section. At the end of this presentation, you can also review the Frequently Asked Questions section on our website at oips.gmu.edu. OIPS recommends that you complete this online workshop at the beginning of the last semester of your academic program. There are several steps to follow in order to apply for an optional practical training. Step 1. Attend an in-person OPT workshop conducted by OIPS or view 3 modules of this online workshop and complete the quizzes at the end of each module. Step 2. Read through the OPT package that you will receive once you have completed the workshop online or in person. Step 3. Complete the Academic Advisor Recommendation Form and submit it to the OIPS front desk. Step 4. Your International Student Advisor issues a new I-20 with OPT requested, and you get a notification when it is ready to pick up. Step 5. Complete Form I-765. Always use the most current version of the Form I-765 that you can find at uscis.gov/forms. Step 6. Prepare your documents and mail them to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. If you prefer, you may have the OIPS review your complete OPT packet before mailing it during the walk-in hours. So what is an optional practical training? The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, permit F1 students to work in the United States so they may reinforce what they have learned and obtain work experience. The benefit is called optional practical training, and the work must be in the student's field of study for a maximum of 12 months. Students majoring in science, technology, engineering, or math, or STEM fields, may also be eligible for an additional 17-month extension of OPT. Work authorization for OPT is the Employment Authorization Document, or the EAD card, issued by the USCIS, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and a job offer is not necessary to apply for OPT. 1 year of OPT is available for a student's continuous time as an F1 student and is available at every degree level, for example, 1 year after the bachelor's, 1 year after the master's, and 1 year after PhD. The time authorized by USCIS will be deducted regardless of whether you work or not. To be eligible for OPT, you must be in the final semester of your academic program, unless you're applying for pre-completion OPT. You must be in valid F1 status at the time of application, in good academic standing, and have been enrolled on a full-time basis for 1 full academic year, which is 2 full academic semesters or 9 months. Have no holds on your student record and no balance owed to the university. Have attended an in-person OPT workshop or completed an online employment workshop within the last semester. Have an unexpired I-20 that reflects your current major and degree level. Have a valid passport, and not have been approved for OPT for the same or higher education level previously. You are not eligible to apply for OPT if you used 12 months or more of full-time curricular practical training, or you have not been enrolled in classes full-time as an F1 student for 1 full academic year, 2 full academic semesters. Or you violated your immigration status by not enrolling full-time, failing to follow the transfer procedures when changing schools, or working without proper authorization. There are 3 types of OPT: pre-completion OPT, post-completion OPT, and 17-month OPT STEM extension. Now let's go over each type in detail. Under pre-completion OPT, students are authorized to work before the program completion date. Both undergraduate and graduate students are eligible for pre-completion OPT. However, pre-completion OPT is typically authorized for graduate students who have completed all coursework and have only their thesis or dissertation remaining. You cannot have a graduate assistantship and do pre-completion OPT at the same time. Pre-completion OPT takes time away from post-completion OPT. For example, if you do 3 months of pre-completion OPT, you will only have 9 months of post-completion OPT eligibility after completion of studies. If you pursue pre-completion OPT and you want your employment to continue after the program completion, a separate I-765 application must be filed for post-completion OPT. You will have to pay the additional $380 application fee again and wait to receive a new EAD card before working. Post-completion OPT is appropriate for students who want work authorization after completion of their academic program. Let's define what completion of studies actually mean. For undergraduate and graduate non-thesis students, completion of a course of study is the last day of final exams of the semester in which all degree requirements are completed. Graduate students whose degree involves writing a thesis or dissertation can use the day when they successfully defend their thesis or dissertation as the program completion date. This date is established between the student and the academic advisor or department chair. For example, your last semester is fall 2012, and you will be defending on September 15, 2012. You can choose 9/15/2012 as your program completion date. You can apply 90 days prior to this date for OPT and at the latest 60 days past 9/15/2012. OIPS will shorten your I-20 to 9/15/2012 when you apply for OPT. Since OIPS will be shortening your I-20 end date, you need to be 100% certain you will complete your studies before applying. If you fail to complete your last degree requirements before filling an OPT I-75 employment application, you may fall out of legal status and be ineligible for OPT. OPT STEM extension is a one-time 17-month extension of post-completion OPT for a total of 29 months of OPT. To be eligible for STEM extension, you must have earned a bachelor's, master's, or PhD in a GMU major that is in the STEM field. That's science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. To check if your degree major is STEM eligible, look online at www.ices.gov/sevis/stemlist.html. Your employer must be E-Verify registered. This completes Module 1 of Online OPT Presentation. Please exit this screen and complete quiz number 1. After completing the quiz and reading your scores, you may review Module 1 again, or proceed to completing Module 2.